All right, guys, this is the Civic Half Zip 26 liter pack from Evergoods. This is a fantastic backpack made from really high quality materials and really good design. And I really am digging on this bag. Does that mean I love everything about it? Well, not exactly, but I love a whole lot of things about it. Let's get into it. All right, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kendrick Dish. On this channel, we look at the tools that creative people use to get through their life. I'm a photographer and a video producer. And you know what? I'm actually in a hotel room right now. This is not my normal studio. I'm on a job. I had a little bit of extra time. I had my equipment with me. And I just decided, you know what? It's been too long since I did a video. And I got a few minutes, so let's just go ahead and knock out a bag review. I'm in Cleveland, of all places. In a hotel in Cleveland. So this is going to be my first review of an Evergoods product, but I have several of them in the queue to review. I have the Civic Transit Bag 35 liter, and I also have the Civic Panel Loader 28 liter mirrored version. And so basically what I did is I bought several Evergoods bags to try and figure out which one might be right for me. And I wanted to try this one especially. This is the daily carry bag. It's kind of a daily carry. For me, it's a daily carry. And it just so happens that this is the bag that I brought with me on this trip because I needed a bag that could work as a carry-on, a personal item as a carry-on, because I'm doing a roller full of camera gear. And so I needed it to basically take all my personal items, my clothes for the weekend, and you know, the other stuff that I've got in here. But this bag is, it's pretty tight. It doesn't have a whole lot of like sag to it. It's really streamlined. And that's one of the things that you're either gonna love or hate about this bag. There's not a lot of give. So if your stuff doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. You're not gonna be able to like find more space in the bag somewhere. But I think it gives it that really nice streamlined look. And one of the sort of notable features here is this sort of slanted shape here. It has kind of a little extra space so that it's not just a bag that slopes up and sort of has that teardrop shape. This one gives you a little extra volume in this area out here. And they have pockets on the inside. We'll get into those pockets in a little bit, but I wanted to just show you what it looks like from all sides when it's fully packed out. As you can see, it's got water bottle holders. It's got one on each side. And these are really good water bottle holders. What's really great about having two of them is you can put your water bottle in one. You can use this as kind of a quick access stash pocket for snacks or sunglasses or, you know, an umbrella or whatever it is that you need when you're on the go. So really nice dual purpose. The has an elastic sort of thing here, which keeps your water bottle in there tight. This is kind of a stretch mesh down here as well. And the pocket itself takes up this whole space. So it's a pretty generous pocket and you can fit, you know, moderately sized objects in there. This right here is a 24-ounce water bottle. It's metal, has no give to it. Now when Evergoods released, this is the 2022 version of this bag. I believe the numbering might be version 2. I don't know, but it was released in 2022. That's what this version of the bag is. And when they did that, they said they upgraded the materials a little bit. This is a custom created nylon material. I may put some of the more specifics of the material on the screen because I don't really know exactly what they are right now. But the dog hair was, some people, not me, some people said that the dog hair would stick to version 1, and so they may have done something to make sure that it's less sticky on this one, or the cat hair, the dog hair, the whatever. So this has been toting around with me for a little while, and my wife has used it on a couple trips. She really likes this bag too, but I haven't had any issues with anything sticking to it. So whatever they may have done with the material, it worked. You know, Evergoods is one of the companies that makes a little Velcro receiving area here, and it kind of double serves as the logo. which is pretty cool because the logo is nowhere else on this bag. You can put your little patch of whatever you want on there and it becomes your bag. It's customized, it's personal, and there's no other logo visible anywhere on this bag. And I think that is bold. It's really bold to be like, we don't need to put our logo on there. The shape of the bag, the style of the bag, that's enough. You'll know when you see an Evergoods bag. The back panel, the marketing materials say it's a really great back panel. And in my experience, it is a really great back panel. It's very comfortable. There's a lot of padding in here. There is a frame sheet, and there are some ridges that help with airflow, kind of diagonal. But it is a very comfortable back panel. There's a lot of padding here in the shoulder straps, and it is a very comfortable bag to wear. You put it on, these are my wife's words. My wife said, it feels right. Just feels right. So when I put it on, it's close to that. It's not quite perfect. I think for me, I'm such a big guy, I'm 6'3", that the straps are not quite long enough for me. So what ends up happening is this part, this buckle right here, ends up kind of being right in my kind of upper armpits, and it's not the most comfortable, and a lot of bags suffer from that. So I'm not holding them responsible, but I like a bag with a slightly longer strap so that doesn't happen. But they've done a lot of work on these straps to make sure they're comfortable for most people. It does have a sternum strap, and it's just basically a fairly standard sternum strap that clips in and out quickly and easily through some built-in loops here on the shoulder straps. There's no belt functionality, but with a 26-liter bag, that's not really the point. You're not really looking for belt support. Anyway, like I said, there is a frame sheet in there to keep it solid, and you can see it does stand up on its own. It has a slight lean to it, but that dictates a little bit about what you have in the bag. If you have something a little more solid in there, and it stands up a little straighter, but it stands up just fine on its own, which another really big bonus that I really like when a bag stands up on its own. So the handles, they've got a nice handle that goes all the way across the top. They have another loop point right here on the side. It's like part of the handle, but it's stitched in right there. They have an equal loop on this side, and that's it for handles. It has the one on the top and these two little lash points, so to speak, right there. Okay, let's get into the inside of this thing a little bit. But first, let's look at this quick access pocket across the top. This is taking advantage of space that in a lot of other bags is just wasted. It's kind of wasted space, but in this bag, it's a great pocket right up top. So I just have a lot of my my junk in here. It's got a keychain clip, which is great, but I have like my boarding pass, some headphones, a granola bar, some chapstick, some business cards, just that kind of junk stuffed up in here. That's like my travel junk. I don't need all that much, but if it's, when you want something, it's there. Let's just take a quick second to talk about Half Zip. I realized when I was testing several other bags that maybe a panel loading backpack isn't the best day pack. It's not the best for everyday carry. Kind of realize that your stuff can fall out. You're trying to get in and out of it all the time. It's great for travel. I think a panel loader is really good for travel. But day to day, I'm a little less interested in a full panel clamshell opening. I think the Half Zip style is a little bit more utility oriented for day to day, everyday carry type stuff. So I really was interested in the Half Zip from Evergoods. And I should mention, by the way, this bag comes in a 22-liter size as well. So it's the same bag pretty much, but just a little smaller. And I'd actually be interested in testing that one as well. So Evergoods, if you want to send it to me. So one of the first things you'll notice when you unzip the Half Zip is that this flops down. and it gives you access to all the things that are up in here. Real quickly, just so I can get these out of the way, I have a big old thick book that I'm reading. This is called The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. My wife recommended it, and it's about Alaska, so I'm enjoying it so far. So now that won't fall out, but what you notice is we've got two zippered pockets here. And one of them, this mesh pocket right here, is cleverly designed to be accessed from the point at which this bag is open. This flap is open. So the zipper is kind of it's at the top of the flap if it's in this position, and if it's in this position, it's at the bottom of the flap. So you don't want to leave it open inside your bag because your stuff will fall into this portion. This pocket here is not designed that way, and the time and place that you might want to access that is you can undo it partly, like just undo the bag a little bit like this and get in here and get your stuff out right there. So that's how that's designed. Two pockets accessible from different ways you might be getting in and out of your bag on a regular. So yeah, just a couple little, like some more chapstick and just another kind of, I wouldn't call it quick access, I would call it good storage, but that's what's taking up, that's this part that sticks out a little bit. So there's quite a bit of room in this pocket, quite a bit of volume in this pocket. And there's actually quite a bit of volume in this mesh pocket as well. Oh, look at that. Look at this thing. Most of you probably already know what this thing is. This is a sort of a organizer kit, a tech kit, tech pouch sort of a idea. This is the Evergoods take on it. The Cap 2. It's a 2-liter pouch. I was interested in this just because I was like, all right, well, Evergoods is making good stuff. Maybe this is pretty cool too. But after I got this thing, I was like, whoa, this thing is really freaking smart. And it's become one of my favorite tech pouch sort of a things, tech kit that I've used. It's fantastic. It stands up on its own. Well, it normally does. There we go. It stands up on its own, and you can access your stuff like that. And it gives you this nice little, like, kind of layered looking design. You can access stuff in this pouch, from this pocket, from this zipper, or from this zipper. Same pocket, and I think that's really clever. It's also got a handle on top, and it's got some built-in organization. I don't need to get into all of this thing right now, but I've got another review. I've got a roundup, a tech pouch, tech kit roundup video coming, and I've been promising that video for a while, but it's definitely coming soon. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that one, where we go into a lot more detail about tech pouches. Again, we got that little like logo on there, and that's it. That's the only branding on this whole thing. So kudos to Evergoods for having the courage to not brand the hell out of their bags so that we get to enjoy it just for being minimal. Okay, but let's take a second to talk about these zippers. These are YKK zippers. These are huge, chunky YKK number 10s on this main pocket. There is not AquaGuard, zipper protection on here, but they say this does have weatherproofing, like the DWR coating on there, in case that's of interest to you. I don't think I would trust it in a monsoon, in a major downpour. I think your stuff's probably going to soak through and get wet. So it's not necessarily like the all-weather bag that if you're biking to work every day. I don't know, maybe look elsewhere. You can see at the top of this bag here that this pouch right here hanging down is actually the pocket up top. So this is what it looks like when it's on the inside, but there are some lash points in here so you can hook things to there if you wanted to take advantage of hanging another pouch inside of here or mounting something to the inside of the bag. That's what those are for, and that's pretty cool. Now, this is loaded up for what I brought with me on this trip. It's cold in Cleveland right now. It's April, middle of April, late April even maybe, and it's cold, so I have a jacket. This is not a humongous jacket. It's a kind of lightweight jacket, but I'm a big guy, so this jacket is not tiny. It takes up, you know, a fair amount of space, almost like as much as a packing cube does. And then I've got the, this is the Peak Design DOP kit, the bigger one. So just, you know, fantastic DOP kit. Been using it for years, and it's my favorite DOP kit. I really like it. So it goes with me almost every trip. And then in the bottom of here, I got a Peak Design packing cube. This is the, I guess it's the small one. It's the smallest one they make anyway, I think. But just a packing cube for my clothes for while I'm here. Basically a change of clothes from Peak Design. And that is what's in the backpack itself. Not that much. Clothes, DOP kit, jacket, tech pouch, and a book. But I also have a laptop. So the laptop is in here. This is one of those things about this bag that can maybe make or break it for you, but the laptop is only accessible from this main pocket. There's no side access to the laptop. So think about that. Maybe that's a deal breaker for you. I don't know you. I don't know what you like, but it makes the laptop a little harder to access, especially if you got this thing loaded up to the gills like I do. If I need the laptop quickly, maybe it's not the best bag for that. But it is a large laptop compartment. They say it can hold up to a 17-inch laptop. It's like got a nice foam padding around there, and it's got some stretch to it, and it is suspended off the bottom, so your laptop is not going to hit the pavement if you drop it. Right now, I have the 13-inch MacBook Pro in there. Fits in there like a dream. It is very streamlined. It's got a nice profile, a nice shape to it, and I think the minimal quality with the pretty much zero branding and just a tight form factor is going to look good and feel good for a long time for when you're out and about. So I give this, you know, my 2 thumbs up. This is gonna stay in my collection. I don't think I'm gonna sell this one or get rid of it. I really enjoy this size. 26 liters is a good size because you can carry it as a personal item on most domestic U.S. airways. It works as a daily carry sort of a bag, and it works for travel. So it fits a lot of needs. So anyway, that's my quick review of the Evergoods Civic Half Zip 26 liter backpack. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.